going on, world? It's your man Jay. Y'all know what it is. It's Black Point of View. This is episode 2. And before I get into it, I want to stop and I want to thank everyone who heard episode 1. Thank you for the support, for the feedback, and I hope that y'all continue to listen and to support Black Point of View as I try to get this podcast thing off the ground. So thank y'all once again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. Now, today's episode, I actually had a whole nother episode or topic that I wanted to go through today, but I'm sure we all have heard what happened in Las Vegas. So today's podcast is solely dedicated to the victims of the Las Vegas mass shooting that happened early Monday morning. Like I said, I had a whole different show planned out, but this morning I woke up and I heard the news, and I could not let this go by without actually discussing this, because it's something we've heard and seen a whole lot throughout the years, all these mass shootings and whatnot. And this one is the biggest mass shooting in the history of America. So far, I think they said 58 people have been killed, over 500 injured. I know we've all seen videos of what happened. Basically, you got people out for a concert, and a gunman took it upon himself, I think on the 32nd floor of a hotel, just shooting down people at will. I mean, this is something that, like I said, we see a lot of this over the years, and I don't know what makes people want to actually do this, but it's crazy, and I want this episode to be solely to the victims of this tragedy. Now, it was a country music concert, so the majority of people who were hurt or killed are white. Not that that matters. Race, color, doesn't matter. I say that because I was reading a lot of comments on YouTube and Facebook and all that, and people were making this a race thing. We always make it a race thing, and it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter if you black, white, none of that matters. My podcast is called Black Point of View, but yet I'm sitting here discussing this mass shooting that affected a lot of white people in general, but the color doesn't matter. Us as a nation, we see colors, way too much. This is a tragedy, and my thoughts and my prayers go out to the victims and their families and their loved ones. This guy, I think he was 64 years old. He was a white guy. I think he was a retired accountant. They found 18 guns in his hotel room. 18 guns. 16 of them rifles and 2 handguns. They found explosives. They found a lot of other stuff at his home as well. And I've been hearing a whole lot of stuff. ISIS trying to say that, this is one of ours. I don't know what to believe. I was at work all day long, so I didn't hear every detail. But from what I was hearing on the news and reading, this guy just an ordinary dude. 64 years old. I mean, I don't know what his purpose was to basically set up a army in his hotel room and just shoot people for no reason. So it was a horrible scene, and us as a nation, I see people come together in these tragedies or whatever. 9/11 was one as well, where we all came together to help each other out. But what saddens me is, in a week or two, this will be water under the bridge. You know, we'll be back to our normal selves, and not even thinking about what happened, you know, in Vegas somewhere. It'll be done. So I think as a nation, whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Muslim, don't matter. You know, we gotta do a better job of being unified all the time. Because if this was ISIS, which I'm not sure if it was, but if it was ISIS, what's sad to me is groups like ISIS and Al Qaeda, they're more unified than we are as a nation over here. So let's not let it be when a tragedy strikes, we all want to come together and try to love and help people. Let's make it like that all the time. Like I said, this is something that I couldn't let this go unnoticed or unspoken. I had a whole different topic, but man, it's sad because in my area, we got Mardi Gras. And so I feel like this could have easily been me or my family or my friends. We got Mardi Gras down here, so I could have been downtown having a good time myself, and a gunman could have did the same thing in my city. So I definitely understand, and I feel it hits home for me, because I love people no matter the color, no matter the race, all that. And the fact that they went out to have a good time and lost their lives, lost their husbands, lost their wives, lost their kids. I mean, it's something that I just feel that, you know, I never understand how people can be that evil. And I'm hoping that our government does something about the gun laws. Now, I have a gun. I own guns, so I'm not hoping they get rid of guns completely, but anytime a man or person can own 18 assault rifles or guns, I think something has to be done about the number of guns, or something has to be done, because there is no way this man should have had 18 guns. How did he get 18 guns in a hotel? Why don't we have better security at hotels? You know, I just, there's so many unanswered questions, but we have got to do something about, you know, getting tighter gun laws, because these mass shootings just keep happening over and over again. And we see it's always some kind of machine gun or army gun that's involved. And I don't think, even though I love guns myself, what the hell do you need with AK-47 or M10? Like, what do you actually, I mean, 18 of them? Maybe one, but 18? So, I mean, we definitely need to find a way to get tighter or more strict with these gun laws, because I don't hate guns, but there are people out there that will abuse what a gun is for, as we saw last night in Vegas. So this is Black Point of View, man. Episode 2, weighing in on the Las Vegas mass shooting. I can't even lie to you. I'm shocked, because I'm shocked, and then again, I'm not shocked, but I just really feel for people, because they lost loved ones and friends, and for nothing. And so my heart goes out to them. So episode 2 of BPOV is dedicated to the victims of the Las Vegas mass shooting. I won't get too deep and too long into this, because, you know, it's just out of respect for the victims. But I had to come on air and I had to speak how I felt about this, because, like I said, it could have been my city. I hope and I pray that that never happens to my city, but you never know. So I just wanted to come on the air and give my thoughts and my prayers to all the victims. So if y'all out there have any, any ideas or anything that we can do to maybe help the victims, their families, maybe I won't say a fundraiser, but I'm big on prayer. I really am. So maybe, we can have a prayer line or something, but this is something that I feel we as a nation need to come together and attempt to help people out, because it wasn't a natural disaster like a storm or hurricane that hit that hit Florida or Texas, but this is equally as bad, maybe even worse, because this could have all been prevented. This happened for no reason. This dude had no reason to do this. This was a senseless violence that happened for absolutely positively no reason at all. So I believe we should just pray for our nation, pray for the victims and their families. It's sad, man. It's very sad. I didn't hear what Trump said. I know he said something about it. I didn't hear his press conference about it, but I'm hoping that he actually does what a leader is supposed to do for once. I'm hoping that he, like I said, finds a way to get these gun laws a little bit tighter. And, right now, I don't know what else to say, man. I pray for the victims. And I encourage y'all to do the same. And so, with that being said, this was a brief episode, but like I said, I didn't want to get too deep or too long tonight, because this whole incident, like I said, I really feel bad. I feel real bad, because this could have easily been me or my family, and so I feel their pain. But I want to end the podcast tonight. It's not, like I said, it wasn't that long this time, but due to the circumstances, I wanted to just say that I am praying for everyone involved in Las Vegas, even for the gunman's family, because you don't know what they're going through either. So let's pray for his family as well. So as I leave y'all tonight, as I do every episode anyway, but especially tonight, I want to end with a word from the man above, because as we can clearly see, we need him, and we can't ignore that we do need him. And so with that being said, tonight I want to speak from the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7, and it goes, "And when you hear wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. This must take place, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places. There will be famines. These are but the beginning of the birth pains. But be on your guard, for they will deliver you over to councils, and you will be beaten in synagogues, and you will stand before governors and kings for my sake, to bear witness before them." That was Jesus Christ himself speaking. And like I said, y'all, this was Black Point of View episode number 2. It wasn't that long tonight, like I said earlier, because just because of the circumstances going on. But let's all pray for our nation and pray for the victims of this tragedy. So until next time, y'all, I'm your man Jay. Stay prayed up, stay woke. It's Black Point of View. I'm out.